I want to welcome you to another Real Talk session with your man Theodor's Mouse. I know it's been a while since I've been here on YouTube. They blocked me, guys, for a whole week. They gave me a strike. They said that the information that I was saying was too much for you guys. Okay? It was too much for you guys. Apparently, because I got blocked. Okay? Hey, I thought I was just a small fish of truth in a big old ocean of lies. That's what I thought I was. But apparently, I've been telling people more than they need to know. So, it is what it is. Oh, excuse me, y'all. That was my phone. It is what it is. So, this is what we're going to go over today. We're going to go over the Super Bowl. We're going to go over Facebook. We're going to go over Trump being impeached again. We're going to go over AOC lying again. We're going to go over global warming. We're going to go over Nesara, Gesara. Okay? Nesara, Gesara. Alright, as I promised one of my fans that I would go over in RTS 002. I want to welcome you back. At this point, please go ahead and smash that like button like it's Joe Biden's face. Smash that like button like it's the polls and you voting for Trump. Smash that like button like you realize ain't nobody in the White House. We're also going to go over a little bit about Michael Flynn. And we're going to go over the fact that, well, the military runs America. All right. So, once again, this is your man Theodor's Mouse. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your presence is so awesome. It validates what I do. And also, guys, when you smash that like button and you leave a comment, it tells me what I need to keep on doing, okay? Because I'm going to keep on bringing you these videos. But guess what, guys? You guys have to keep on motivating me too. I need the motivation from you guys. Smash that like button sometimes. Leave a comment sometimes. It ain't going to hurt you none. It ain't going to cost you nothing. But guess what? I'm sure I'm going to appreciate it, okay? I'm going to appreciate it. Just trying to make it look funny for y'all guys. Alright? Now, hey Google, tell me about the coup in Myanmar.
According to Wikipedia, the 2021 Myanmar coup d'état began on the morning of the 1st of February 2021 when democratically elected members of Myanmar's ruling party, the National League for Democracy, were deposed by the Tatmadaw, Myanmar's military, which vested power in a stratocracy.
I see. Alright. So, I'm sure you guys might have heard of the coup that's going on by the military in the what was formerly known as Burma. Is currently being called Myanmar, and currently their government has been taken over by their military for voter, how can we say it, irregularities. Because y'all know what Chase station we watching, and we can't be saying them F words without getting banned because they want to work for the other guys that start with a C. Okay, C depends on how you looking at it, and I don't know if your camera reversed or not. Anyways, so let's start with the Super Bowl. Man, was this satanic or what? Did you guys see that stuff? Man, did you see the subliminal messaging? Look, okay. When I slowed it down and I looked at it, first of all, I already knew who was going to win from the get-go. I had put it on my Facebook page. Alert, spoiler alert, the Buccaneers, which I know nothing about. Man, I don't even watch football. I ain't got time for that. I got to do schoolwork. I need to be on the dean's list. I got a job working for a bank. I have to help a whole lot of people. It's stressing me out. You know, I got a lot going on, man. I don't have time to be looking at fake gladiatorial sports. I got my own gladiatorial sports called the world that I'm battling. Now, anyways, back to what I was saying. So, I don't be having a whole lot of time to look at sports, but when I looked at that Super Bowl, you know, I like to watch the Super Bowl just like everybody else. I'm normal. And I said to myself, man, this ain't right, man. First of all, the weekend, the whole Super Bowl thing, the whole halftime show, it ain't really but, what, 13 minutes. We already know 13 is an unlucky number. Why does it really? It technically is really a lucky number, but the satanic people that like to invert everything. Everything that's up is down. Everything that's down is up. Okay, so 13 technically is a lucky number, but the people that want you to think it's all suspicious and it's all weird, they don't want you to know that 13 is a lucky number. Just like they don't want you to know that 6 is a lucky number. They want you to think that 7 is a weird number. Or maybe it's for God. Maybe I don't know. The whole thing is Gematria is the language of numbers. Okay. I was talking to some friends of mine on Facebook. And I did tell them, you know, like I said, let me digress. I did tell them that the Super Bowl champions for the Super Bowl 55 was going to be the Buccaneers. How did I know that? I did tell my homeboys I was going to tell them. So I looked at the jersey. The jersey was white. The Buccaneers hadn't worn it in a while. I looked at the different sevens that was associated. I looked at the fact that they was going to be in Florida. I looked at a lot of different things. And when I looked at it, I was just like, man, you know what, man? I really should have put in a bet on that game because I would have won some money. But I already knew from the get-go. I know how things operate with the deep state. And so I said, okay, they playing games. This is all a theater. This is all pantomime, okay? So what I decided to do was just look at the numbers. And from there, I decided to go ahead and realize that, you know what? The Buccaneers is going to win based on all the facts that I'm seeing right now. And I put it on Facebook, like I said, and people laughed. And, you know, they were like, oh, whatever, man. The Buccaneers ain't going to win. First of all, I don't even know nothing about this game. I don't know nothing about this Super Bowl. I don't know nothing about the Satanic, none of this nonsense. I do know one thing. When I slow down the camera angles, this is what I feel. Okay, let's talk about the, because you know we're unscripted. So we just kind of winging it. Let's talk about the Super Bowl when it first came on. Alright, first of all, you got this guy coming from the sky looking just like a demon or some kind of artificial intelligence god coming down. And so then when he came down, then I looked at the audience. The audience was looking like they were robots. They all had red eyes like the Terminator. So I was like, wow, okay, is this some type of artificial intelligence god that's trying to come down from the sky? And they're going to all turn us into like robots? I mean, is this what the whole, C and the number and the whole medicine that go into the arm, the shot? You dig what I'm saying? I don't want to say the words because they probably going to slow my video down for being spread out. So I don't want to say the V as in victorious word. But you already know the V as in victorious word to go in your arm. That in my research has took care of some people that way. So I'm not finna take that V as in victorious that go in your arm. That might have people going that right there ain't finna happen with me whatsoever. Anyways, so the Super Bowl, man. So when the guy, let me digress. I'm sorry, guys. I know I be kind of going everywhere because I be winging it. But in the Super Bowl, when he went into that room of mirrors, man, and then when he came back out, the so-called city that they had ended up looking like tombstones. So keep in mind, that was all subliminal. And I was also thinking about it, what if kids was watching it? You know what I'm saying? What kind of type of subliminal thoughts is going into their mind? What type of stuff is actually seeping down into their brain? I really don't know, but I do know one thing. That Super Bowl have not or did not rate very high on the ratings. From my understanding, my research, maybe I'm wrong, if you guys have a better statistic, let me know. But from my research, that particular Super Bowl that we just had a equal or lower rating to the Super Bowl that we had in 1966. Now, I think that right there is quite comedic. So we definitely did discuss that. The Super Bowl was extremely satanic. The game sucked. If you know Gematria, which is the art of knowing numbers and coincidence and predictions, if you understand all of that, then, matter of fact, you know what? Hey, Google, can you tell me what is Gematria?
Janos Arani said, "In dreams and in love, there are no impossibilities."
Hey, Google, stop. Hey, Google, what is Gematria?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Here are other things you can try.
Hey, Google, never mind. That's okay, guys. It's kind of esoteric, honestly. I was kind of reaching for a long shot to even think that Google could tell me what Gematria is. But you guys will have to look that up on your own. I'm not here, guys, to tell you everything. You guys will have to use your own critical thinking. I hope that I can just simply wake you up with the information that I am presenting. I am not here to try to convince you. I am not, because here's the thing. I can take many hours to try to convince you of what I'm talking about. But you're not going to accept it unless you did your own research. So please do your own research on everything that I'm telling you. Because I'm not a government official. I'm not anybody that you're supposed to probably take advice from. But I am a regular guy, just like you. A regular Joe. That's what I was going to say before. So let's go ahead and move on. Now let's talk about Facebook. Because I did say I was going to talk about them. Facebook, man, is selling you guys privacy to everybody. They're actually tracing what you do online. Okay, so even when you're not on Facebook, Facebook is actually tracing what you do online. Okay, so you're probably going to want to stop being on Facebook. I have almost 1,000 friends right now, and it's a lot of people that I definitely am glad to have on Facebook, but I am probably going to have to stop my Facebook. So I'm probably going to reach out to you guys to get on a more personal level with you, maybe an email or something like that, because ultimately I'm not going to be on YouTube forever. My whole mission is to not be on any of these social media platforms, but to actually start my own webpage. Because I want to be able to present my board games and things like that I've told you guys about in a previous video. If you look at my video about XRP, which I will actually bring that up because XRP is kind of doing pretty good right now. So I actually want to bring it up later on. We're going to digress to that in just a minute. But I really want you guys to be able to explore my board game. So I wanted to bring this to your attention here. This right here is actually my board game that I created. And this board game right here, it's actually called Raw Desperation. Okay, so I'm actually going to be selling that board game to you guys, to my followers. To my subscribers, excuse me. It's quite late, guys. I'm sorry. I might be stumbling over my words just a little bit. And that's because I've actually been up since 6:30 this morning. I worked for 10 hours. I actually worked on my college work because I'm working on my degree to get my bachelor's degree in business. I worked on that for approximately 6.5 to 7 hours. Currently, it's pretty late. It's probably much later than I need to be up. So I may stumble over a few of my words from the lack of sleep. I promise you, that's all it is. So it's quite bright in here in the studio, and that's why I do have my shades on for no other reason. Some people are like, oh man, you just trying to look cool. No, man, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights in here, and they're pretty strenuous on my eyes, especially when I've been sitting in front of a computer all day long. Now, just want to throw that out there because the people that like me, honestly, I don't need to explain myself for the people that like me. And honestly, and this applies to you too, for the people that don't like you, you don't need to explain because they're not going to accept your explanation anyway. So for the people that do like you, they don't need your explanation. And for the people that don't like you, well, they're probably not going to accept your explanation anyway. But you guys are close to me. And I want to let you know that I'm here to bring you positivity. And I am sorry that I have been gone so long, but YouTube did block me for a week. They did ban me for a week. And I do find that to be extremely misconcerting altogether. So let's talk about the next subject. Trump will not be impeached. As you can see, my guy over there, yeah, that's the man with the plan, baby, with the capital P-L-A-N. That's the man with the plan right there, Mr. President Donald J. Trump. Okay, when you do your research, you'll find out the name Christ was in actually his family members. But anyway, this is a whole nother subject. And so Trump ain't gonna be impeached, and this is why. First of all, as I stated in RTS episode 1, this whole proceeding is unconstitutional in the first place. How you gonna impeach a man that is not the president? The Constitution clearly states, it clearly defines that in order to impeach someone, they must be the president, not the past president, okay? Not the president you wish was the president. They have to be the president in order to impeach them. So what are the Democrats on Capitol Hill doing? This is all pantomime. This is all theater. Sit back with your shades, baby, and realize, baby, that this is all a game. Okay? When you're sitting back like me with your popcorn, I'm just enjoying the show, baby. Because guess what? We're going to end up going into Gesara, Nesara. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute, okay? Yeah, so we're going into Gesara. All right, and first of all, man, hey, man, we ain't really too worried about it. Just sit back, enjoy the show. We got an inauguration, a real inauguration. Bow, 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 bow. A real inauguration on March 4th, according to the Constitution, that is. So everything that you've been seeing right now is just simply pantomime. What is pantomime? Hey Google, what is pantomime?
According to Wikipedia, pantomime is a type of musical comedy stage production designed for family entertainment. It was developed in England and is performed throughout the United Kingdom, Ireland, and in other English-speaking countries, especially during the Christmas and New Year season.
Okay, thank you very much, Google. Hey Google, you can stop now. Alright guys, I was going to make a unboxing video. I got Googles all over the house, so I had this one right here going on, and then I had the one in the bedroom, probably the one in the closet. Anyways, that's irrelevant. Let's continue on. So what is Gesara? Okay, first of all, you got to understand, Gesara, that represents global. The global world, baby. Gesara is global, okay? Nesara is national. Okay, so first of all, what is Nesara Gesara? Okay, that is basically when the governments of the world supply all the people with money in their accounts, where people have enough money to not live in a state of scarcity. When I sit back and I think about all the people, man, that's starving for food, I remember being homeless. I remember sleeping in my car. At the time, I had a 2000 Lincoln Town car, and I was in Memphis, Tennessee, and I had just left this bad relationship, and I had nowhere to go. And I was sleeping in my car, and I remember eating bread and water to the point where I had, a bad stomach situation that starts with a D. We'll leave it at that. And I was really embarrassed when a best friend of mine, came by and he saw my condition. And he invited me to leave where I was because emotionally I was unstable, and financially I was unstable because of my emotionary state, and I allowed a bad dream to become a nightmare in my reality. And unfortunately, we tend to do that. And luckily for me, a friend of mine invited me to get outside of my environment. But it's a lot of people, as I digress, is not so lucky in third world countries. And right now, due to COVID-19, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say the word because I might get blocked by YouTube. I did realize that after being blocked from being able to upload for a week, it's best that I mitigate myself. It's better to be able to tell you guys some things and still be on the airwaves than to tell you everything that I really am thinking and actually get blocked. Because, man, it didn't feel good not being able to upload videos for over a week. It really didn't. And I really appreciate you guys not actually desubscribing and waiting around until I could get back on the airwaves. So let's talk about AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I believe that's her name. And first of all, man, she lied. She lied on Twitter. She was talking about, oh, Ted Cruz, I will work with you, but you almost got me murdered almost 3 weeks ago. Hold up, man. You lying. You wasn't even nowhere near the Capitol building, girl. What is you talking about? That person that you talking about came in that room looking for you was a Capitol police officer. Now, AOC, why you lying to us? We just simple folks. We just simple folks. Why you lying to us, huh? Why you lying? You ain't got to lie to kick it, baby. You already got a porn star face. Anyways, so let's talk about and before I move on to porn star from porn star face, alright, before I move on to porn star face, AOC. Yeah, did y'all see that meme on different various sites that showed AOC superimposed on Justice Smollett's face? Did y'all see that? Man, that was hilarious, man. Because they both lied about them being victims of some type of violence all of a sudden. AOC, she was like, I said I was gonna die. Come on, girl. You was blocks away from the Capitol building. You were blocks away from all the action. What is you talking about, AOC? What you talking about, porn star face? What you talking about? I don't know. Anyways, guys, let's move on. So, global warming. How many of y'all think that's real? First of all, let's start with it. How many of y'all think that's real? If you think global warming is real, please drop it down in the comments. And if you think it's real, why do you think it's real? Now, when you do your research, okay, pick up your phone, do something with your phone other than calling your lover, texting your girl, texting your guy. Hey, baby, how you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm alright. Anyway, we get on that dating stuff later on. Now, when you get on your phone and you look into global warming, you realize that all the other planets are warming up too. Theodore, what do you mean? Hey man, what you mean? What do you mean, sir? I'm sorry. What do you mean the other planets are warming up too? I thought we had global warming right here on Earth. Why are the other planets warming up too? Because global warming ain't real, dog. It ain't real? What you mean? Jim Carrey looking like Frankenstein said he need to get on TV and fly around the whole world on his jet. Why you are committing too much carbon to the environment. Jim Carrey can fly around on his jet, but you, the small man and woman, you got to cut out your carbon. Meanwhile, China is considered a developed nation. Now, how you consider a developing nation, excuse me, when you got nuclear bombs? When you got intercontinental missiles, you are not considered a developed nation, my friend. Honestly. China, you are not a developed nation. You should not have the rights in the Green Deal to having carbon credits or not having to worry about the carbon that America emits until the year 2050 or 2060. How is that right for us? That was the justification for Biden shutting down the XL Keystone pipeline. He specified that America has to get a part of the Green New Deal. Now, if you look at my video where Trump snuffed Nancy Pelosi once again, the second time in the second State of the Union that the mainstream media refused to cover. Okay, if you look at that video that I have online, you'll see that I mentioned that the fact that we do not want to get put in the Green New Deal. Okay, that is not something that we want to get put into. Not at all. Not at all. Now, we did mention Nesara Gesara, and of course that's us going back into the gold standard. We have not technically been in the gold standard since the 1800s, and you know, it's really a bad thing because ever since the Federal Reserve Bank was able to loan the U.S. government money, and the U.S. government had to pay that money back with interest, we have continued to decline as a nation. Let me give you an example. So let's just say you have $1, and that dollar was loaned out to you at interest, at the interest of 10 cents. Okay, now you have that dollar, and that 10 cent interest was billed onto that dollar. However, there is no other dollar that exists. So where does that 10 cent come from? Well, technically, the dollar that you were loaned was never a dollar. It was only 90 cents. You see what I'm saying? So you literally have to borrow more to pay back the 10 cent that was never there in the first place. So you borrowed $1, but you had to pay 10 cent on that dollar. You see? So just rewind the video. You will see it again. I don't want to bore you guys by repeating it for the people who got it. Now, Michael Flynn. Let's talk about him. Michael Flynn, awesome guy. This guy got a clemency. He got a pardon from the great honorable Donald Trump. And I wish Donald Trump was my daddy. I ain't gonna even lie. I grew up without a father. Okay, you got to understand where I come from. I grew up without a father at all. So when I didn't have anybody to look up to, I would look up to people as a child that I felt like would be a good role model for me as a man. At this point in my life, as a black man that's probably mixed with multiple races, more than I even know. At this point in my life, without a father, the best role model I have is Donald Trump. The man is a great businessman, very intelligent, can play 5D chess, went to military school when he was a kid. The man is a strategist from the get-go. From the get-go. When you read his book, it sounds, in certain areas, like The Art of War. In The Art of War, what do they tell you? One of the main things you learn in The Art of War is to appear weak when you are strong, and appear strong when you are weak. So it is what it is. Now, we're going to move on. The military is running things in America. I just want to let you guys know that. Now, this is something that I did kind of get taken back from. And I really thought that it was kind of messed up. Do you guys remember the Caucasian female? Not that the fact that she's Caucasian or not, but I'm just saying she's Caucasian. And, she has a very distinct look about her. Her name is Marjorie Taylor Greene. And, she was a committee member, and the House voted to have her ejected from the committee. It was actually 11 Republicans, and now keep in mind they're always going to use a number like 11, 13. Now, as a matter of fact, when you look at the time that they voted her out, the actual time they voted her out, Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene, it was at 6:52 Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you take the 6, the 5, and the 2, and you add them up together, 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. Just throwing it out there. The time that they removed her from power added up to 13. 13 is the number of a secret organization. Leave it at that, because I don't want to be banned, but I'm sure you got critical thinking. You got critical thinking. So, people are living in assimilation. We got people living in the mainstream media, and then we got people that done took the red pill, and they understand that everything that we watching right now is just simply pantomime. It's all a theater. It's all a play. Look at the White House. Every night it cuts its lights off at 11 p.m. Why? Washington, D.C. time. Why is it no one appearing to be in the White House? Why is it that Mr. B appears to be in Castle Rock at the second White House that movies use to televise series? Why is it that I saw Mr. B the other day and the intersecting wall between the back wall and the right wall had a huge gap between the two walls, as if it was just a stage? A a stage. Just something to think about. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know about this or not, but they have medical equipment called med beds. Okay? Med beds. Now, med beds have the ability to bring you back to the year 30 years old in a lot of cases. It generally can revert 30 years off your life. It can just about take away any kind of disease that you have, and it's all done by artificial intelligence that's built into technology that they have not yet exposed us to. Now, the technology within the med bed is being slowly released in drips, just like our freedom of speech by Biden is trying to be reduced in drips. Okay, by him trying to say that we can no longer call the C in a number virus. We can't say that it came from the country starting with a C, ending with an A. He's specifying his executive orders that we can't even call it the Wuhan virus or blah 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 whatever. You know, I ain't gonna even call it all, but, you know, I'm trying to stay, you know, within the rules of the construct that I'm in right now until the construct can change, because I don't want to rip her too many waves, because if that's the case, they're gonna remove me altogether. So I ain't trying to rip her too many waves. But I will tell y'all this, man. Biden's pick for the CIA. When you look in the news, this Joker Loco got some real close tie to China, and I don't like that. I don't like the fact that our director of the CIA got close ties to China. Biden. Now, let's talk about old Jen Psaki. I'm a double back on you. I'm a double back on you. I'm a double back on you. Let's circle back. I don't have the answer to that. Let's circle back. Miss Jen Psaki, ma'am, I'm sorry, but you need to put some makeup on your face, ma'am, because you look like Zuckerberg. You look like Mark Zuckerberg. Jen Psaki. Yeah, you look like you playing the role of Jen Psaki, but you actually Mark Zuckerberg. So, ma'am, this is a PSA. Please put on some makeup. Please learn how to talk to the media. Please learn how to have some answers. Thank you very much, ma'am. And if you don't like your job, I will be happy to take it over for you, because I do know how to deal with the public. I do know how to talk to the media. I do know how to talk to a crowd of people, because I have done it many, many times. You don't tell the media that you're going to come back with an answer. You have your answer already together, like they had in the Trump presidency. Do y'all remember McEnany? She read them their rights. God bless McEnany. Let's move on. Yeah, we definitely been manipulated by the media. Let's see here. Hotel school. Man, I was looking at some stuff today about them schools, man. Look here. That's ridiculous, man. Them cages that they want to put every last one of them children in. Man, have y'all seen them videos? They got every last one of the desk with this plastic thing going all the way around it, all the way up. And what it looks like to me is that they designing the whole experience of school for you to be in some type of glass jail. It's like they trying to make the children okay with being in a glass box. Man, I'm not cool with that at all. That ain't how I went to school. That ain't how kids supposed to go to school. How the kids all the way in the back with the glass going all the way up? How the kids all the way in the back gonna be able to talk? How the teacher in the front of the class gonna be able to tell the kids something? How the kids gonna be able to answer the question? Biden, you putting up plexiglass around the whole school and the kids ain't the answer, man. 1% of the people that get the C-19 virus even die in the first place. And y'all have already exaggerated the numbers. We know this. Don't take that V in your arm. Don't take that shot. Don't give it to your kids because it's all bogus. My president here, he probably knew it didn't have nothing in it but HCQ in that VC. Back in your arm. He had to play the role to get the big pharma put in their place. Media done told you a lie about this man here. This the only man in the last, I don't know how many years it was since JFK that actually gave a damn about your ass. This man right here gave a damn about you and your children. And your children. Alright, I'm going to digress. In New Mexico, about half of the GDP comes from oil and gas. Now, Biden, you done got all these people a pink slip. You said you were going to get them a green new job. Where the jobs at, Biden? Where the jobs at? Huh? Sick of you, man. I'm sick of you. Always putting out these EOs. You a puppet. I talk to these folks that come into this country. I talk to these folks that ain't got no job. I talk to these folks that's sleeping in a tent in my job. Biden. I talk to the people that you affect. Biden and your policies. But guys, I got to tell you this much. It is all a game. And I am letting myself get caught up in the game right now. But I do realize one thing. We going to a better place. We are living in the best damn times we can live in. Nah, I know it's tough, guys, but I got to give you some motivation. The reason why we're going through so much rough stuff right now is so that y'all can wake up and say never again. I never let this government put me in this position. I'll never let this government shut down my business. I'll never let this government take my kids out of school. I'll never allow all this mayhem go on around me. Kids are killing themselves, guys. Suicides are way up. Okay? The cure cannot be better than the disease. Now, this so-called disease that we got to see starting with a number 19. 19 is a very powerful number. As a matter of fact, that man right there gonna be President 19. Okay? Because we ain't had a president since Ulysses S. Grant. Check out my video. Will Trump be the 19th president? Because he is going to be the 19th president. He going to be the real president. If you look back at what he said before, he said, I'm going to be president for the United States for 4 years, but I'm probably going to end up being the president for 12 years. He said that at the beginning. At the beginning. He said that. Jokingly, of course. Remember, when he got out of office, he never succeeded. He never said he lost. And he also said he was going to be back in some form. Don't let the media tell you this guy here who really got your back is your enemy. Because the person that's telling you he's your enemy is really your enemy. This has been another Real Talk session with Theodore's Mouse. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, please. Say something back to me. Are you scared? Are you scared to say something? I ain't gonna block you unless you disrespectful. You're disrespectful, I'm gonna block you. You got an opinion that don't necessarily agree with mine, you got the right to say that. But if you are trying to be a cyber bully, and I'm gonna use the term that YouTube used against me because they took down 2 of my videos talking about I was cyberbullying. If you're putting stuff on my page that you know you shouldn't be putting, I'm gonna block you, but because I ain't got time to deal with it. I'm a grown man. I got a whole lot of stuff to do, and dealing with foolishness is definitely not one of them. Okay? I'm gonna holler back at y'all, man. It's Real Talk Session with your man Theodore Miles. I got to go to work in the morning. Otherwise, I'll keep on shooting this video. But I got to get ready and go, man. So I'm going to leave y'all with a bonus, all right? Let's see here. What can I say? There's some stuff here that I ain't say before, man. Let's see here. I knew I was going to say some stuff here as a bonus, man. What I say here? Oh, yeah. John Kerry. That's what I want to talk about. John Kerry. Hey, man, do not listen to Frankenstein, okay? I don't know where the hell this man came from. John Kerry, I thought that motherfucker was dead. Wasn't that motherfucker dead? Anyway, this some bitch talking about he can fly around on jets and planes and everything else, while the little people like me and you, we got to ride around in a box. They want to fucking put coffin goddamn hotels and motels up. They want to make motherfucking what they call that shit? Apartments out of goddamn cargo shipping holds. Now if y'all go for that shit, man, y'all got to be damn fools. Oh, by the way, man, I seen the fake ass alien invasion on TV the other day. Now keep in mind, this is supposed to be bonus stuff. That's why I'm cussing so much. So if you still watching to this point, yeah, that's what you're hearing, the extra cussing and shit. Because you know what, normally I don't be cussing and shit. But since you don't watch this far, man, I just want to tell you, man, I love you, man. You very special, man. And if you ain't hit the like button and subscribe by now, man, you need to get the fuck off my channel, man. Because you bullshit anyway. Alright, I'm out at y'all, man. I'm just playing. Go ahead, hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and comment if you haven't already. And I will respond. Look how many subscribers I got. I pay attention to y'all, okay? If you jump on, you jump off, I pay attention. You leave a comment, I pay attention. First of all, this is a monetary free channel. I bring y'all this stuff when I sacrifice time on my day. I don't get paid for none of this. I do this because I got love for y'all. And one of these days, I want to be more like this man right here than anybody else on this planet. That's who I want to be like, y'all. I want to be like this man right here. I love y'all. Peace out. Holla back at your man Theodore Miles, baby. Just another RTS 00 deuces. Oh yeah, for the single ladies, holla back at your man, baby. Holla back at your man.